All right, going live.
All right.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching this video. Wow. What a month. What a year this is going to be. Um, I'm just blown away with all the news and information that's out there. And today I'm joined, I've got, of course, with Inti.
Hello, everyone.
He's driving the bus with me today, and he's got a few words to say,
Well,
right?
as always, remind you that this show is for entertainment purposes only, and this is not financial advice. Please do your own research before putting any money on the market.
Exactly. And I would like to know everybody. I'd like everyone to tell us how is his mic doing today. We
Oh yes,
adjusted the gain and so forth. So
yeah, people have told me that my mic is something like way too low. So if you can tell me, or is it too loud now, or is it annoying or something?
yeah. So anyways, there's a lot of things going on, and I was trying to decide on what to talk about because there's just so much to talk about. It's just insane. I mean, insane in the membrane. Is it? Well, that's all I can say.
You continue
I've
with
got the
that.
song in my head, right? Insane in the membrane. Insane in the
Dude,
brain.
we are losing it. We are losing him.
I mean, wow, it's just crazy. Anyways, so today we're going to talk about the $5 trillion that the Fed has gotten ready for all the rich people, right? We're also going to talk about the $1,000 that the $1,000, the measly $1,000 that you're going to get, right? And then also point out why some of the bailouts are bad for these businesses. They should be going bankrupt, and yeah, we already talked about that. But there's also some other points that I wanted to cover. To in today's video. So yeah, let's do that. But before that, we're gonna do some Bitcoin TA, a little bit of Bitcoin TA, and move on to these two other topics. All right. So, and then of course the question and answers. Uh, let's start off with the Bitcoin TA. Let's switch to my screen over here. Well, the good news is we're still stuck in this range. We're gonna be stuck here probably until the end of the month. Well, we'll probably break out well before the end of the month, right? Because that's the exact apex of this. These two trend lines here, long-term trend lines, really, and we'll see where this thing ends up. Do we fall down and go to lows that will be complete capitulation, absolute capitulation? I feel that capitulation already happened here, but maybe we need to squeeze a little bit more out of the market, more of those weak hands out of the market. Are you a weak hand? Did you dollar cost average, not caring what the price is? You were just gonna hold no matter what, right? Because nothing has changed here except the price. You're getting this great investment at a discount. If you realize that, then anything that happens from here on out is a good thing, right? If it goes down, it's a good thing because you get cheap bitcoins, right? If it goes up, you've been dollar cost averaging, so you know what? You now you're in a profit. So yeah, you're a win if we go down and a win if we go up. So that if you're a dollar cost averager, so that's what you need to keep in mind. As for the traders out there, right? Yeah, well, we've got we're in for some serious chop. I mean, I tried to get a short off of here, didn't quite make it, didn't get up into that area, came close, but stuff happens. I had a Davos signal taking it up to this place as well to try to go long, didn't work out. So that's a trader's life. You try to you follow your signals and you trade based on your signals, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, right? The point is what you have to do is come up with a plan that works out more than 50% of the time, and your risk to reward ratio is more than 2 to 1 on the risk to reward. Today, I don't trade that often, but lately I've been doing a little bit more trading because of the high volatility of the market. If you can catch a good trade, wow, you're gonna see some serious gains on that trade. So yeah, I've been doing that lately. So that ABCD did not work out. So let's see, where else can we go? Well, I'm thinking um, we can probably do a bot trade here, which is a trade, which is an AB equals CD trade, which I learned from Brian Beamish on the Rational Investor, and you could learn all about the bot trade if you take his course. Link in the description below. Yeah. So speaking of link in the description below, just so you know, right? If you want to get any of the links that we're going to be talking about today, you can find them by expanding the more information, and you can see these are some links to help the channel if you want to support our channel and help it grow. Yeah, just and you're interested in any of these items, yeah, you'll be helping this channel, and I'll be putting that money back into the channel. So go right ahead and use those links. All right. Anyways, so back to the TA. I would say we can do a trade. We got like already one. Maybe you might want to count this low here, right, and that low here, because now we've broken this one, and we can probably do. We can, if this thing works out. Let me just clone this. Clone a trade all the way to here, to which is where's that? Hang on. This is on the 5 minutes, so keep that. Oh, it's an hourly. Okay, so all the way to 6,500, and you can actually let this thing run, right? If it gets up here, you don't have to take full profits up here, because I think this thing will go a lot higher. But basically, you can take this trade, and would be your stop loss right here. Where do you get in? I would say you would make a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio. That's what you're supposed to do with this trade, right? Take a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio off of this. And so let's see here, right here, right? Let's see if we can move this. So that is a 6-to-1. I would say let me do a 25%. Let's see how I'm going to do that. Let's go from here to here, and then we're going to go and switch the settings so that this 25% shows up. Where's 25%? I'm gonna have to make one. Oh, there it is. 25%. And do I have to turn this around? No, I don't. Okay, there we go. 25% is right about there. So you can get in right about here on the trade, if that's the bottom. And then there's your 3-to-1. There you go. So somewhere in, oops, did this thing move? No, it didn't. Oh, darn. There we go. 25%. So if this comes down, you can probably get in at around here, right? And this would be and as long as it doesn't break, I guess I would probably wait and see if it doesn't break this bottom here. You want it to hold this bottom before you actually jump into this trade, is really what you want to do. And it would be nice if this trend line gets held as well. If it does, that this trade is probably we'll probably have a higher probability of seeing this thing go higher. This is your walk away point. Absolutely, just walk away. Even though if the trade is, because Bitcoin loves to do that for every once in a while, to go, yeah, screw you, don't want you to join us, and we're going higher. So but you have to accept it. That's your risk to reward. This is your risk, right? And you have to accept this risk, and that's a trade. That's a good trade for this. If you want to see if you want to make some big money on this thing, if you're a professional trader, because you know what, honestly, professional traders understand that I'm not going to risk a huge amount of money. I'm not going to risk $100, $200, $300 as my loss, because I want to continue playing this game. And so if you can't do that, if you can't handle that, if you want to bet the whole farm on this one big trade, then you shouldn't be trading at all. So, just to let you know. All right, so that's where I think the Bitcoin's going. It was most likely going up, right? But it can break down, and if it breaks down here, we might be in a lot of trouble, right? A lot of trouble. May not work out that way. Might just be like a move to screw all the people, all the little people, and then go higher. But yeah, there's a high probability that this is really bad if it breaks here. All right. Moving on to our topics of today is the first one is let's just click on the link here. Is that there's lots of rich people, right? Need gas for their private jets. You can't deny them that, right? Can't deny that. They need that. Right, so they need their $5 trillion of liquidity, right? Because they did a good job of making sure that their companies saved for a rainy day and will be able to weather this storm. Oh no, they didn't, did they? Oh damn. Yeah, I mean this brings me to the bailouts actually because I mean look at this. The airlines instead of taking their cash and saving for a rainy day, and they're not the only ones, right? Now, anyone that's requiring for a bailout right now did the exact same thing. Any bank, any I don't know. I think Boeing also did this as well. They took all their cash that they made, all the money that they were making for the last 10 years and plowed it into stocks. Why did they do that? Well, pretend you're the owner of the company and you could only make more money. They can only take the money out if your stock prices goes up because that's what you are. That's what, as a public company, your bonuses are based on. So you just found a way to, give yourself a raise and get some cash. So if these guys really want to get the bailouts, and I don't think they should get the bailouts, even if on these conditions, right? But I know that they will not accept these conditions. I think that the government should say, yeah, you're going to give back all that money, all your bonuses for the last 10 years. Sorry. That's the way it goes. Everybody from all top management has to give back all their bonuses, everything back. I don't care what you got to sell, you're going to give it back. Then you get the bailout. And you know how many of these guys are going to say yes to that? Zero. So then they should go bankrupt. And you know why? And you know what's going to happen is those guys will not. They will walk away with their sunset paychecks and all that kind of crap, right? Because that's why they would say, yeah, no, we're not going to accept those terms of giving you back. Because you know what? We're based on our contract, we're going to get paid anyway. So screw it. So you might as well bail us out. How ridiculous is this whole financial system? Where you can do things wrong and still get paid. What a joke. And while at the same time, don't worry, there's something for the little guy, right? A measly $1,000. Y'all gonna get a check. You're all gonna get a check.
Yeah, that surely is going to help.
For
$1,000. Of course.
So you can get your Mickey D's on.
Yeah, and you better spend it quick.
Yeah, you might want to spend that quick because before the rich people spend their money, right? Because the prices will go up, and you don't want. And I would suggest you plow any of that money into any kind of investment, like even silver, gold, or bitcoins, because hey, you know what? The inflation is coming, right? When you do things wrong and you still get paid for it, you get bailed out. There's going to be consequences. And finally, I don't know if you've seen this. Before I go on to the answer questions and answers, you have to see this tweet. You have to go there and like this tweet, right? I want you to all go and like this tweet. So tell me, after you see this, Do you agree with Mark Twain's quote from a very long time ago? If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read the newspaper, you're misinformed. Turn off the TV and find others online you can trust. And a person I trust, right, and I want to share this with you, and I shared it yesterday, I'm going to share it again, right? If you want to get information, medical information about pandemics, because this guy's really good at what he does, is you head over to Peak Prosperity, right, and you listen to Chris Matherson. Where is it? Where is it? Right here. There it is. This is the guy you want to listen to. He gives you real information, real time information. He loves this stuff. He does a really good job of it, right? And he gives you real time, fast information, the information that the governments are getting basically, and making decisions on. And I think this last video he did, and I know I didn't mention this in the title, but I have to point this out really actually, because it was a shocking piece of information.
But maybe you even trash your economy.
One of the things
what if it's just
one of the things he talked
come back
about
anyway, later on.
Why
right?
is this not pausing? Okay, it's he found this piece of information, and I'm just trying to get to that. There it is, right here. This came out of the UK. This is their modeling, right, for what's going to happen. And basically, what they've decided to do is a do-nothing approach in the UK. They want to let this thing burn. But the interesting point in this, right, is the red line is where your hospitals are overrun and you can't do anything, right? And in the UK, basically, they don't have enough beds by the time this ramps up. So sometime in April, this thing's going to ramp up and overwhelm their hospitals, is what this model says. Then all these people, this is 100,000. All these people, of those 100,000 per 100,000 people, right? There's going to be a point in time, sometime in May, where there's going to be 50 people, right, that need hospitalization, and only approximately, let's say, I don't know, let me guess at 10 people, if that, maybe 7, will be able to get a bed and survive this. But the rest of the, let's say, let's be generous and say 10. The 40 people will most likely suffer and die, right? So effectively, what they're trying to do, what they don't understand, what they've agreed to do by doing the do nothing approach, is condemn approximately 18% or more people to death over this time frame, because this particular virus has severe consequences for 20% of the population. And the reason why he has mentioned this 18% number is because it's not going to be the death based on the virus, just the virus. It's going to be deaths on other issues that people have from time to time: heart attack, stroke, whatever, right? Issues that they maybe even planned on having cancer or whatever, that they needed some sort of treatment. All those people are going to die if on the do nothing approach. Now, I understand why they've decided to do this, right? I understand completely, looking at the numbers, looking at the R naught value and so forth, is because basically if you want to flatten a curve down to here, right, they're thinking, well, that's not possible. But what they're forgetting is this does not have to be a straight line. See how this is the number of ICU beds or surgical bed care capacity. This does not have to stay down here. This can move up to at least to the 50 line. Slowly move up to the 50 line by July or something like that, and they can keep the curve, try to get the curve underneath that, and keep growing it, and to the point where they can allow the virus to spread a little bit faster. Right? Keep moving this red line higher. But they decided no, they didn't want to spend the money and the time and resources and training to move this capacity up. No. We want to kill everybody and keep the capacity down. Right? That's what they've decided. Right? And that's horrifying. So check that out at Peak Prosperity, and yeah. And let's head with that happy note. let's,
So
let's head over to answering questions.
we
right?
have first a donation from Crypto Lifer. Thank you very much, sir. He says you're one best on YouTube, Crypto Lifer. Thank you,
very
sir.
much. Thank you very much.
Guess who is here with a super
Alright.
chat?
All right, Googly, right? You know what? I really appreciate you donating all this money and stuff like that, right? Asking me questions and stuff like that. But I suggest why don't you subscribe to Pandora's Wallet, right? And you can ask me as many questions you like, absolutely free. After you've purchased your subscription, you could do like a 1-month subscription, and then join the Telegram group and ask me questions all you want, and I will answer them as soon as I can in that group, and you can share it with everybody. Okay, so with that said, all right.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Uh,
look at that.
no, you didn't read the super chat, right?
No, I didn't.
What a coincidence.
Yeah, I joined the Pandora's membership. May I now? Can I join the Telegram group?
Oh, that
Just
was
send,
a question from Philson too.
Yeah, just send an email to support at davincicodes.net, and Jay will add you to the group. So Jay, if he's watching, there's a few more people who want to join the group, so please have them join our private Telegram group. All right. Next question. What do you got for me?
Yes, we were two from one shot with that. This is from Thanks to Yusa. It says, "Hi, Davinci. What would you recommend to do with 150K student loans at this time? And is it worth taking a business loan to pay that off? Thanks, man."
No, it's not worth taking a business loan. What do you do with 150K? Well, it all depends on a lot of circumstances, and I don't have your full understanding of what you graduated with, what degree you graduated with, who or what job you're planning to do. All those things are very important to understand what you should do next, right? But let's just assume you got this loan, and you became you got some sort of degree in something decent that's useful, right? That's useful in not only inside the United States but also outside the United States. Let's assume that, right? Because I have to make these assumptions, right? Because I don't have all the information. What I would suggest is that you renounce your citizenship and leave the country and work somewhere else and live somewhere else. Then you can effectively bankrupt yourself without bankrupting yourself on your student loans, right? The reason why I think these student loans should be illegal, should be wiped off the face. Every single loan should be wiped off, because the reason why is because you were not taught the consequences of what you were signing, right? So that's basically going to Africa and saying, here, sign here, and you will be you will come and work for me and become rich. But really, effectively, you must pay me, and then on the side, the on the dotted line, you must pay me for the rest of your life, right? That makes you a slave, right? Just another way of making you a slave. So you didn't understand the consequence of being a slave, because now you cannot say, hey, you know what, I can't pay this and I don't want to, and walk away from it. No, your government says, no, you can't. You have to pay. You have to be our slave. And you didn't understand the consequences of that. And because they didn't teach you that, they didn't explain that to you, this contract is null and void, in my personal opinion.
I mean, it's legal, but it's not ethical.
Exactly. It's like saying what's it called? Prima noctra is illegal, right? but obviously it's not ethical. If anybody doesn't, if somebody doesn't know what prima noctua is, please in the comment section explain it to people what prima noctua is. All right, the next question.
Hey, there are 600 people watching. People hit the like, please. So Davinci has more motivation to do these videos for you.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Yeah, hit the like and the subscribe. You know what? We're almost at 70,000. We're just 100 people away from 70,000 views, 70,000 subscribers. Sorry, 70. Yeah. So I have 69,900 subscribers. I just need 100 more. All right, and I thank everybody for getting me up here because now I have. It's been a long while. It's really been a slow vlog, right? I've been asking everybody to subscribe. I've had 69,000 subscribers for about a month now, more than a month now, and I haven't had a lot of new subscribers. So I really appreciate every one of you who have subscribed to this channel. So thanks. All right, next question.
All right. This is from one of your kindest subscribers. This is from Somi. It says, question for Dav. What's your chances of having a rally to maybe close the CME gap at 9,200?
What's the chances of that kind of rally? Yeah, there's. I've already talked about it. I said that there's like a 40% chance that we do this, but there's a lot of ifs on this, man. There's a lot of ifs. There's so many ifs. First off, we got to do, if we can do this week, right? If we can get up to 8,000 this week, then close that off on this week on if we close that off somewhere around $7,500. Then we whatever the wick was on the previous week of this week, right? We have to get above that. Then I would say for sure that gap's going to get closed really fast. Beyond that, that's too many ifs for us to cling on to, right? That we won't see it close that fast unless those things happen in that order, right? I mean, it might not happen. What I'm trying to say is that, hey, you know what? We might drop further and then take a long time to get back higher. Unfortunately, I don't want to say that, but that might be the case. But I just want you guys to be prepared for that eventuality. And although it might take, in a sense, take a long time in crypto time, which means like a few months, 3 months to 3 to 6 months, and that's forever for you guys in crypto land. That's nothing. That's absolutely nothing in the regular markets. That's like, what do you mean to tell me we're going to get to $9,000 in 3 to 6 months? What? That's insane, right? They would call you insane, right? In the regular markets, but here in crypto land, that's forever, 3 to 6 months. So yeah, alrighty. So that's my my information for that on the price of Bitcoin. All right, next question.
This is from Alex Crypto, because I own him, and says, how long do you think Bitcoin will be hovering between 4K and 14K after the coronavirus?
Well, that all depends on what Bitcoin wants to do right here, right? If Bitcoin wants to dump some more, and how fast it dumps as well.
Paul Castellano says, people want toilet paper, not Bitcoin right now.
Yeah, well, understandable, right? Because, they might not be able to manufacture toilet paper during this virus. Because, again, if you take a look at what the UK wants to do, right? The best case scenario is when they go back to work and go back to normal is August, September timeframe. That's a long time from now for most of our production to be halted for, right? So I think the toilet paper idea was probably not a bad idea now that I think about it, because a lot of the inputs into the producing toilet paper does not come from your local area. So, yeah, consider that. Wow. Alrighty, moving on to that question. Looking at the charts, I mean, on the dailies here. We're talking about, let's just say we go to half, like all the way to the 24th. Let's say we could bounce chop in here before until the 24th before we actually make a decision, right? And then if we do make a decision downward, right, we could be down here for at least another 2 or 3 months, and anywhere below this level, 2 or 3 months before we actually break through and go back up again. So yeah, that's my time frame. All right, next let's do one more question, and I'm going to call it an early day.
Okay, this is from Kevin. And I really like this question. I saved it from last stream. Says, I have a good question. Will there be new rich men? Is the world shifting from people who have fiat money to people who have BTC or gold?
Yes, that is shifting slowly right now. I'm telling you, if you check out, like, I'm going to bring up a tweet message, right? I want you to understand this particular tweet that I put out here. And hang on, let me just switch screens before I forget. And this tweet right here, I said, I say put only 100 into Bitcoin now, and people will still tell me no, right? And that's what I'm saying. I've said in another tweet, right? Fun fact: $100 in Bitcoin today will put you in the top 10% category when Bitcoin is a world reserve asset. 90% of the no coiners who read this will not bet on this lotto ticket with a 98% of probability of a win. I believe there's a 98%. There's still a 2% chance that Bitcoin's not going to make it, right? Based on one, the two factors is that there could still be a problem in the code. Two, some other cryptocurrency could knock it off the top. Right, those are the two events that could bring down Bitcoin. But I have a 98% confidence level that that's not going to happen. And I really believe that if you're watching this video and don't have any cryptocurrencies at all, I believe you're going to fall into this 90% category and go, well, forget it, I'm not buying. Or worse, you are going to be one of those people who go, well, it's going lower. It's going to $1,000. I'll buy it at $1,000. I mean, like, that's a face palm moment, man. That's a face palm moment because you don't know. You don't know. So, if you have, like, I know that some places, right, that's like half a month's salary. Here, it's like a quarter of a month's salary. So, yeah, if you have like $10, even $10, right? I think you should throw it into Bitcoin right now, and maybe throw $10 every month into Bitcoin until you get up to $100 worth of Bitcoin, because you want to be in the top 10%, right? Should that 98% probability occur, it's worthwhile to save those small amounts of money and take this this particular gamble, because at the end of the day, it is a gamble, right? You don't know what's going to happen. It could go to zero, right? And there's a 2% chance of that. So you have to accept those losses should that happen. All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching and hitting the like button. I noticed that there's not a lot of likes there. So I hope that I get a few more likes, and yeah, if you want to, once again, right, we have links in the description below. If you want to help out our channel, right, please select any of the affiliate links that I have down there. Right, I have a Bybit affiliate link. Right, if you're interested, I also have affiliate links for all the products up here. If you want to get anything, like for example Nelly Pal, they're on sale, right? And if you have a lot of cryptocurrencies, I think that's the best wallet for you to store all your different cryptocurrencies, because they're actually stored all on through that wallet. And yeah, so try out some of those cool tools that they have down there. All right. Thank you again for watching, and we will see you. Minty and I will probably see you tomorrow. All right.
Bye.
Bye now, and
Cheers.
check out the video that's popping up right here. Cheers.